Good morning, folks, travelers and travelers. Good morning. We are actually, it's good afternoon. We are in Kiel and we are going to be exploring the city a little bit. So we're just right now on our way to
the post office.
For what?
Stamps for postcards.
That's right, because remember that the postage when you send postcards from Germany somewhere else may be different to whatever country you're sending them to. So we're on our way to the post office to actually buy the right amount of postage for the right amount of postcards for the country to be sent to, which is the US. So Germany to the US. And after that, we're just going to explore a little bit of the city, and we are going to take you along with it. So enjoy.
Welcome aboard the Jetway Journal. Buckle up, adventures just ahead.
Okay, so note, when you go to the post office, that may be just a little store in a hole in the wall kind of store. This one did not have any postage stamps, but he said just bring me your postcards and we will stamp them for you, I guess with their
So you're not
stamping stamp, the ink stamp kind of thing. So we'll have to come back here and drop off the postcards, and that'll work. In the meantime, we're going to keep walking down Kiel, and we'll show you a little bit about the city. This is the St. Nicolai Church, and it's the name of this church is it's a Protestant church in Kiel, which is the capital of Schleswig-Holstein, which is a state very north of Germany. And when you come here, this is the old town. There's a nice marketplace with beautiful restaurants and a nice little marketplace down there. The Mangoes is where we're going to go tonight, and surrounded by bars and restaurants. And then you come to this statue here, and the statue embodies an angel with a sword, as you can see, and standing on a wolf-like creature, and it's supposed to embody the defeat of good versus evil. And the interesting fact about this statue is that in 1937 it was actually removed. So this was made in 1928. In 1937, Nazis removed this because they didn't feel like this was art, and so they removed it. And then later, after the war, it was put it back in its place. So this is kind of a I guess an icon here in Kiel. And then the church, of course, is a quite interesting church. We accidentally went down this little road yesterday, and it was dark, and it was all red lights everywhere, and you can kind of imagine what road this is. It looks very different during the daytime. Still very few people here, but you can see again the church, the back of the church. And yeah, so when you come here at night, don't go through this street, I guess, is the moral. These are some typical buildings along the way, the promenade in Kiel. This is a Zeltspeicher, which is I guess it's a storage. It used to, or it's named after a storage something. There are a lot of businesses in there. And then we come up to this building, and this is over there around the corner. This is the Schifffahrtsmuseum. This is the shipping museum. It's in its old style from 1800 something, I think. We'll have to go around here and look, and then we'll see. Oh yeah, and right across is the German Naval Yard. This is a huge port city and shipbuilding. There's a lot of shipbuilding going on. The German Navy is has a base here in Kiel, and as far as I know, there are, I believe, submarines done over there. They're manufactured over there in the naval yard. This is kind of cool. This is called a Kogge, K-O-G-G-E, and these are ships that would be generally used in the I believe 1200s and 1300s. Oh yeah, there's some over here as well. 1380. This is a it's made out of oak and nails, and it's a replica of a boat from 1380 that was found in the harbor here in 1962, and they built this in the 80s into the 90s, and this is the type of boat they would have used frequently in the 1380s through 1400s for merchant marines. So this was just a merchant marine ship. Kind of cool. It's all made out of wood.
It's a copy of one from 1380 that was found
Look
in
at
1962.
the nails and the details in this coming through. Very cool. Yeah, and this is the boat that they found. And here's one with the mast and the sail fully out. And this is the museum, like we said. Here's another interesting fact: is the lighthouse that you see over there is actually a lighthouse from a lighthouse vessel. This lighthouse vessel, this would have been mounted on top of the boat, and the boat would have gone out to sea to wherever it needed to be stationed, and from there it would warn the incoming ships of any dangers. This is a specific one from the Stammfeuerschiff Kiel, and it says here in English, so but yeah, right there I'm pointing with the shadow. Stammfeuerschiff Kiel, light vessel Kiel, and that was built in 1906, and it was used in Kiel as from 1945, because the predecessor was sunk by aerial bombs in 1945. It deviated slightly from its position because the boat swayed and twisted on the anchor chain, of course, went back and forth, and so they replaced these light vessels in 1967 by the newly built lighthouse here in Kiel. So yeah, kind of interesting fact about it. Have you ever seen something like that? If you have, where did you see it? I want to know. So put that comment down below. And if you enjoy this tour of Kiel so far, please let us know as well. And hit that like and subscribe button. We really appreciate that. I think we're going to go and see the Schifffahrtsmuseum is unfortunately closed right now. We're going to go a little bit further up and see what else is up there. And then we'll see. We'll take you along. Not sure if you can see the swan right there. He's diving in the water. The water is really clear. I don't know if you can see that. The ground on it is amazingly clear, and you can see his neck all the way down to the floor, down to the bottom of the water. And he's just like plucking along. There he is. There's the mate. This is a Feuerlöschboot. It's a fire engine boat, basically. That's what that is. And back there is a rescue boat. I'm not sure if you can actually see that. The red, it has a helicopter pad up on the top and fast boats in the back. It's pretty cool. See it back there. Yep. It is a gigantic boat. Here's that rescue vessel again, and there are people fishing at the harbor here, and ferries, and the ferries go all the way up north to Strande and other areas, so you can just grab one of those from Kiel, go up to the beach communities, you know, rent one of those beach baskets and spend the day at the beach, and then come back to Kiel if you want to. So it's quite nice. I don't know if you can see that right over there. That is the city hall, and yeah, let's go over there. That's the city hall, and we'll take you over there. I don't know if we'll be able to get all the way over there, but we'll try. There are pigeons, and look at this, guys.
Just quit. Be nice. Be nice.
You tell him. These guys are gigantic. Look at that compared to the chair. That store right there is Ferdinand Meisland, sorry. That was founded in 1882, and I have not been able to find out yet why they have pillows hanging out of the windows, but I'm going to see if I can find out. And then also, moin. Moin is what they say here in North Germany for hello, good day, how are you? They say moin, moin, moin. So when we say hello or wie geht's, they say moin. So now you know, when you get to Hamburg, Bremen, all of northern Germany is pretty much the same. They all say moin. So yeah.
I think you should tell the story of Hans im Glück.
Oh yeah, Hans im Glück. So this is a great burger grill bar. This was an amazing place. We ate there yesterday. They have all this outdoor seating. It is a burger bar. They had really, really good burgers. Hans im Glück is a fairy tale from the Brothers Grimm. There are a lot of fairy tales here that are from the Grimm brothers. You can actually travel a fairy tale street in Germany that goes all the way, I believe, from Würzburg all the way up to here, to Kiel, following all the fairy tales that the Brothers Grimm have ever written. So Hans im Glück is one of them, and you'll have to Google that. What was the moral of the story?
Well, as Hans goes along, he wants to go home and see his mother, and he has things that he's trading for along the way to help him get home. And the last thing he trades for is a grinding stone, and the person who talks him out of the goose he has and into taking this heavy grinding stone is much smarter and wiser, he thinks, than Hans. And Hans is walking along with this heavy stone that he's going to go home and make knives with and make a living with, and it falls into the creek, to the very bottom of the creek or river. And Hans comes to the enlightenment that it's not all the things in life that weigh you down that are important. It's just going home and seeing the people who are important to you. So after Hans dropped his grinding stone into the river, he was able to go home and see his mom.
Call your mom. That's the moral of the story. And then we have Ferdinand Meisland. This is the guy I was just talking about, 1882.
was verdient hat. Cool, oder?
So this is the first money that Ferdinand Meisland actually earned. Look at this. Isn't this cool? That's awesome. So we walked into the store now and we asked actually what it was with the pillows out front and the windows. So the super nice help here actually told us the whole story. And this fella here, Ferdinand Meisland, born in 82 to 93. So he did the store, and originally the store was all about pillows, linens and things.
Quality.
And quality linens, and that's why there are pillows hanging out of the window. So this is very cool.
And then did they add
1882, and these are all old hand glass.
And here it is today.
Yeah, this is 1891 through 1937, and this is 1937. And the sign of Kiel up front. The things you learn when you come into just, the average store. You think you come into a general store, and you just don't know what you find. And these hand-blown windows are just amazing. Look at these things.
Like the ship railing.
They're brass strip. Yeah, brass strip railing. Yeah, look at this. Oh,
It's all textiles.
the weavers. Yep. All the textiles. The Singer or Pfaff sewing machines. An iron. And they were very proud of the linens that they made. They're high-quality linens. And so that's what this is about. This is a really cool store. This is just so cool.
And being in the shipyard, he was
This is
able
very
to get
cool.
linens for all.
Very cool place. This guy there. And this is the old Ratsapotheke. What that means, it's the pharmacy at the Rathausplatz at the city center, and it's 400 years old. Can you believe that? 400 years old. And now I lost Glenda and where she is. Found her. So this Ratsapotheke, this pharmacy, is 400 years old. So that is amazingly old. And I mean, compared to, the US age. And to have a pharmacy in general. So we're gonna go over to the Lighthouse, to the city center, to the city hall, and see how it's there. This place is huge, and we're gonna have to get the sun behind
It's
it.
1907 to 19.
This is the Rathaus or City Hall, and the main entrance is right there.
1911.
And oh boy, my Latin is a little rusty. MCM V11. I know V11 is 511, so that's 7.
It's 1907 to 1911.
So this building has a number up in there that says 1907 or 1907 and 1911. So I assume that is when it was built. So it's over 120 years old, right? 110, 100 and some years old. It's amazing, and it has these things in the ground that are pretty much the same for the Kieler Hafen, right? So the harbor where the boats are tied up. And we're gonna do a short stop here and see, there's some, this is the theater. This is the opera house and the theater. And see, there's a little statue sitting there. Let's see what this is. Let's see what this says. This says Bon fait de maison. Okay. Bonfait, I don't know. This is good something of the house. I don't know what fait is in French. I'd have to look that up. And a little fountain back there. It's kind of cool. And again, these the Lighthouse, the city hall, goes all the way over there. So you see how massive this building is. It's pretty big. This was the Olympic fire from the Olympic Games 1972. As you can tell, the Olympic Games have long been extinguished here. At least the flame has.
Well, you
so
can't see it during the day.
It's gone. Here in Germany, don't forget that all the stores are closed on Sunday. Pretty much everything is closed on Sunday, except for a handful of restaurants maybe. The other thing you want to keep in mind is that the majority of stores and museums, anything really that you want to go see and visit, most likely will be closed at 6 o'clock, between 5 and 6. Restaurants are typically open a little longer until 10, maybe 9, 9:30, 10. But yeah, anything, if you want to go check out anything like museums or so, they'll be closed at 5 or 6 o'clock. So plan your time accordingly. You know, get all the stuff out of the way in the morning. Most of the places open at 10 o'clock in the morning, so 10 a.m. And then get all that stuff out of the way that you absolutely have to see or want to see. We have one thing that we had on our list that we really wanted to see, and I don't think we will be able to make it. It is right now 5 o'clock, 5:08, and it's about a 30-minute walk there. And yeah, I don't think we'll be able to make that, but we'll see. We'll try. But there's the Hauptbahnhof, and there was almost an accident between the bus and a taxi driver. That would have been quite a sight to behold. And a taxi driver just flipped off the bus driver. That was interesting. Anyway, main railway station in Kiel is right there, and we went in and explored the massive shopping mall in Kiel, but halfway through I was stopped by security and told I wasn't allowed to film. If you haven't watched our last video in Hamer, I had a similar experience at a grocery store, so apparently it's
verboten. Das ist verboten. In Geschäften und so ist es strengstens verboten.
It is 8:30 at night, and as you can see, this is a Monday night. Nonetheless, this is end of August, and the Fußgängerzone, or the pedestrian zone, is pretty much deserted. It's empty. So when you come to Kiel, enjoy the vegetation, the lights on the, but there's no people watching, because except on the weekends maybe, but there are no people because I don't know why. So no people watching. We rounded out our day in Kiel with dinner at Mango's, the perfect ending to an incredible day. Earlier, we explored the beaches of Strande further north with their iconic Strandkörbe, or beach baskets, those cozy little beach baskets that have become such a symbol of northern Germany. From there, We wandered through history, visiting churches, spotting traditional cogs and lighthouses along the water, and even getting a behind-the-scenes look inside a linen store. It was a day that showed us so many different sides of Kiel, and it's just one of those reasons this region is so unique and worth discovering. Thank you so much for joining us on this adventure. If you enjoyed coming along, don't forget to hit that like button, leave a comment below, and subscribe so you don't miss out on what's coming next. And as always, gute Reise, safe travels, and we'll see you in the next one.